The story of a Ukrainian drone pilot in numbers and quotes. 6,320 enemy infantry troops were eliminated by the Phoenix Unmanned Systems Unit in 2025 alone. Over the same period, its pilots destroyed nearly 3,000 pieces of enemy equipment and weaponry. It was this effectiveness that motivated Olexandr Yermakov to transfer to Phoenix and become a drone pilot himself. For 3 years, Olexandr had documented the combat operations of Ukrainian border guards after voluntarily joining the military, but in 2025 he decided it was time for a change. Olexandr explains, "I realized I wanted to contribute more because, with all due respect, a person with a camera does not have the same impact on the battlefield as someone holding a weapon or a controller. I want to at least try to follow this path. I feel that it's the right thing to do." 64 days it took from the start of Alexandr's training to the moment he struck his first target with an FPV drone, a Russian quad bike. Since then, dozens of enemy vehicles and Russian infantry troops have been added to his tally of destroyed targets. The training process was far from easy. I'm not Tony Stark. I'm more like Groot, a bit wooden. Things rarely work out for me on the first try, and I'm a humanities major through and through. Soldering, positive and negative charges, circuits, all these are really difficult for me. 900 grams was the weight of the munition Olexandr managed to destroy the enemy truck with. Disrupting Russian logistics is one of the key tasks for Ukrainian UAV pilots. 16 kilometers, Olexandr and his brother-in-arms had to walk to reach their positions. They had to abandon the use of vehicles due to the danger posed by enemy strike drones, which had begun to target vehicles more aggressively. We try to move in and out when the weather is bad, unsuitable to fly. Of course, it's hard to walk sometimes. Our feet get stuck in the mud or snow. It's uncomfortable, but probably the safest way. 12-gauge shotgun is the weapon Olexandr takes with him to the position. For pilots, the threat posed by enemy drones is greater than that from infantry, so many of them opt for shotguns. The front is swarming with drones. As it turns out, the kill zone works both ways, unfortunately. No matter who you are, if you're on the front lines, you need a shotgun. There might be a situation where you're hit while driving up, you jump out of the vehicle, and a second, third, or fifth drone is already flying at you. You have to somehow increase your chances of fending them off. You can't just rely on God. 25 days was Olexandr's longest rotation on the position, due to the advancement of Russian unmanned aerial systems. Moving in and out of positions is one of the most dangerous elements for Ukrainian defenders. I realize that my job can be tough at times, but it's important work. I understand why we're doing it, and I can see that our team's efforts are paying off. In some areas, our opponent no longer feels as comfortable as before. We're making a difference.